Hey, welcome back, casuals, and to another review, breakdown, analysis. You know what it is of Spy Family. And this is Mission 6, Chapter 6, and we're going to be discussing the aftermath of the whole interview process. Where we left off, the interview went kind of sour because we had a little douchebag in there who was upset because he was going through divorce. He lost his daughter, so he was just trying to ruin relationships and families like an asshole. But my man, Mr. Elegant himself had to, deck him, had to give him a little pop, 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 and everybody left. So now we're at the results. I don't know how many days has passed by this point, but basically the results are in, and Anya didn't make it. Oh man, baby girl didn't make it. She didn't make it in. So now what? So apparently they're upset because Anya didn't make it into the school, which why wouldn't you be upset? Yeah, and then we basically, for the first time, I think we get to see Twilight's agency. We get to see what it's about. It's old timey, like a regular James Bond type of layer type agency unit, like something of the 70s. And we get to see like the main boss. Not really. We get to see the back of his head, but we'll figure it out. And we find out that he has great confidence in Twilight because they've been hyping up Mr. Twilight since the beginning of this goddamn series. He's the best. He's the greatest. He's like a Mary Sue damn near. It's like he's infallible. But back to Anya in the gang. So she doesn't get in, and it's kind of like dang, like the suspense is damn near unearned in my opinion, just because like we know she's going to get in, so like this little she didn't make it in kind of thing is like, oh dang, she didn't make it, but then at the end of the day, he's like, this story has to continue, there has to be progression, so she has to make it to the story, to the school, unless somehow they made it like a full, like other path, like the school becomes irrelevant. But I'm like, we spend the past literally 6 chapters now talking about how she has to get into the school, and for you to just be like, nah, we don't need the school anymore, it's kind of like, why do we waste all that time? But so as they all down in the dumps about not making to school, Master Henderson comes in and basically kind of like cheers them up and say, don't worry about it, look at this list, it's confidential, but Anya is on top of the waiting list, and good news for them. And you see Mr. Henderson, like, that's my dog. Mr. Elegant himself is my dog, so he's like, well, I had to score you very high on the interview because you saved our lives when you killed that mosquito. Mosquito is the #1 animal like that takes the most lives in the world, something like that. And I think that is a factual fact. Like that's a fact out there, that I think mosquitoes kill the most humans in the world. It's because of malaria, I believe. So they carry diseases and they bite one person that has it and they transfer it to another person. So they do kill the most people out of every other animal in the world. So he's like, yeah, you saved us from a grave danger, a dangerous beast there, so we had to score you out. Obviously it's all BS because the other dude, the douchebag, was kind of like an asshole. So I think they just kind of like, it was kind of uncouth, as they say, for you to do that, but we see where you're coming from. So he gives them a confidential list, and Anya's at the top, and he also tells them, yo, Anya's going to get in because a lot of people drop out before school even starts, so people at the very top of the list always make it into the school. And the cute thing is, like, we see that Yor actually was contemplating like going and killing somebody just so their kid can't make it to the school. It is a cute like process because like that's her first thought process, is like, oh shit, we gotta make space for Anya, we just gotta kill a kid, like not the kid but the family, and that way they can't afford to send that kid to the school, which is kind of like, it's kind of scary and cute. And the scary part is that later on we see a side of Yor that we're like, I don't know if it's just because she was drunk at the moment, or is this like, like protective mom mode. So basically Yor is like, no, my god, I can't believe I think that, we can't do that. So they found out that like a couple days later, they found out they made it in, and we ain't no problem, no tension there. But my boy Frankie, I could tell I'm gonna like Frankie. Frankie's gonna be like the cool uncle to Anya. He's going to be like the uncle that lets her get away with everything and just kind of makes her manipulate her parents to get what she wants. And I'm like, I could dig that. Everybody needs a cool uncle. Yeah, cool uncle, but like, not too cool. Not too cool, if you know what I mean. Just a cool uncle. So Frankie's that dude. He brings food, he brings drinks and stuff, like, bring the bubblies. And they start having fun. We find out some things about Twilight. Like, he basically can't get drunk. He just, I guess, being a spy, that's something they trained him for. I know some people have some high alcohol tolerance before they, get inebriated, but it sounds like he just can't get drunk. And Frankie had the same idea as me. Like, what the fucking fun is that? Like, if you can't get drunk, what's the point of drinking? Of course, like, not get like sloppy drunk, but like get a little buzz. Yeah. Why drink if you can't get a buzz? It defeats the purpose of even taking in alcohol. But Frankie also bring up like, he's like, good thing I got those answers. It's kind of crazy. It just reminds you how not very smart Anya is. It's like she had the answers and she still scored miserably. She barely passed the written exam. So it's like, damn, you had the answers and you still barely made it. You were scraping. And she was reading people's minds. She had the answers, she was reading people's mind, and she still almost failed. It's like, damn, this girl is not the brightest at all, right? So basically, like, moving on, Frankie started trying to manipulate Twilight, Lloyd Forger, just to say, hey Anya, since you passed, I bet your dad would do anything you want him to do or get you anything. And Anya says like, nah, I actually want something. I don't need anything, but I want to do something. And what she wants to do, this part of the manga is like really cute. Like it's very adorable. It is adorable. And we find out that there's this popular spy TV show that Anya really likes, and it's about this it's called Bond Man. I'm pretty sure it's a reference to James Bond. It's like Bond Man saving the princess, so it's like Mario and James Bond fused together. So it's like, I don't know, it seems like a cute little spy show of the ages for the little ones. So Anya's goal is like, she wants to be rescued. She wants to be a damsel in distress, or what's the saying? Damsel in distress. Be a damsel. Yeah, you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I don't know. It's not very progressive of you, Anya, to be a damsel waiting for a big strong man to come save you. No. You got to be a strong, independent, psychic girl. But all jokes aside, so that's what she wants to do. She wants to be saved, and obviously the reason she's asking that is because she knows her dad is a spy. So she's just kind of like, she wants to reenact, because she knows, even though it's fake, there's some truth to it. It's not like completely make believe, because her dad will be a spy saving her. So yeah. So and Lloyd is like, yo, we're not doing that. And Frankie's like, oh man, it looks like you might not even do well at that school if you don't get to do that, don't you? So he's just hyping up the situation. He's just being a cool uncle. He don't have to hold any other responsibility. Just be there and be awesome. So that's cool. So Anya starts to play along too, start crying like, oh man, I won't be happy. And then Frankie, of course, knows where there's an empty castle that they could actually do this. What's that called when you're on your LARPing? Yeah. So he knows this castle they could go LARP at. And they get in there. They start doing a thing, and Anya's like, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem realistic. Nobody's here. It's an empty castle. So basically, Lloyd had to call like his agency people to come fill it in, and which is weird. He was like, basically, all agents stationed in that area, please come to this castle because it's an emergency. It's an emergency mission. And it's Lloyd calling everybody come. But recently people were doing a bunch of missions, double down missions and stuff, because they were so short staffed in the beginning. That's what we learned like in chapter 1, is that they were so short staffed, people dying and stuff like that. And it's like, what the heck? So y'all got time to just go role playing? Y'all got time to go LARPing, but y'all don't got time to be spying shit up? Like, come on, man. That was a little weird to me that many people showed up, that many spies showed up. But I guess that's cool. So Anya starts doing the role playing, and the breakdown is Anya's the princess, Lloyd is the Bond man, and what's his name, Frankie's the bad guy, the villain. Of course, they got to make the black man be the bad guy. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's whatever. And then basically Yor was supposed to be whoever. He's like, I don't care, do whatever you want to do. And Frankie decided that Yor should be his personal bodyguard or muscle. And Yor got really protective, like legitimately attacked Lloyd when he tried to go rescue Anya, and she's like, nobody's going, and she got a real scary look in her, like, nobody's gonna take Anya from me or whatever. So I don't know if she's like really into it, because she is drunk at the moment, so I don't really know if she was really into it or like she was really like playing her role correctly, or she genuinely meant it. I couldn't tell, but she snapped out of it and stuff like, because she was really attacking Lloyd. And it's like, if you don't know, Lloyd is like a spy or somebody who's trained in martial arts and stuff like that, were you really gonna hurt him like that? Like, for what? And that's what I'm saying, like how long could this rules go on to where they don't know about each other? Like, it just seems weird. It's just so convenient, because she's like a fucking black belt in this shit up. And there's the cute moment, Lloyd finally saves Anya, and Anya's like, oh, thank you, Papa, you saved me. And Lloyd's like, bro, you breaking character, like, what the fuck, man, you amateur, God, can't stand your ass. Basically Anya's like, you know, I'm gonna work really hard at the school, I'm gonna succeed. And to me, I'm like, bro, you're a fucking liar, because you're not gonna succeed. You're not the brightest bulb. You're not gonna do that well. It's very cute. Anya is just cute. Like, their whole relationship is really, really cute. But, you know, she's just not the smartest. So I think she's a fucking liar to tell her dad that she's gonna succeed, when we all know she's not going to. Even though she has fucking hacks, she could read minds, and she still fails. How? I don't know. But so it goes on, and basically Lloyd congratulates her for passing and whatnot. I don't know why you congratulate her. You gave her the cheats. She could read minds. It's like, bro, you should have passed, flying colors. But yeah, that's the end of it. That's the end of the chapter. So all right, so reviews on this. This chapter is really cute. It was really kawaii, as they say. I liked it. It was really good. Kind of short, like nothing really impactful happened. It was more of a celebration chapter. I don't know if you guys read One Piece, but like at the end of each arc, there's usually like a feast or celebration or party chapter right after. And sometimes we get some new revelations in that chapter, but this chapter is more of like, hey, we did good, let's just surprise. And that was really good, very cute. I'll give it a 7, 8. Nothing major. And what do I think is going to happen in chapter 7? What's coming up? I think school is going to start, because based on the pace of this manga, I don't see another chapter going by without like her starting school. I think first day of school for Anya is going to be next chapter. We might meet some new main characters at the school that she's going to have to interact with, maneuver with, and yeah, I think that's what it's going to do. So with that, man, I'm
out of here.